The decisive day in Group B of the 2024-25 AFC Champions League Two. The qualifying phase reaches its conclusion here, and welcome everybody as we bring you live coverage from Baghdad as Air Force, our hosts, meet Al-Taawoun, the visitors from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They're representatives in this competition this season, and they arrive with great confidence. They are top of Group B. Al-Taawoun, 4 wins from their 5 games so far, and a draw here will therefore ensure that they win the group outright. But there is still a great deal to do for Air Force. Their destiny not entirely in their own hands. That is the state of play. Level on points with Al-Taawoun of Bahrain as we start, but they have lost twice to them. A point might be enough, we don't know, depending on the outcome of the game, which will kick off simultaneously in the Bahrain National Stadium in Rifa. But here we are in the Al Madina International Stadium, perfect conditions, and the atmosphere suiting the occasion as the home fans seek to cheer their team into the second half of the season in this competition, which means so much, of course. They've got a great history in it. The first club to win the AFC Champions League Two on 3 occasions not that long ago, 2016, 17 and 18. It will be remembered by most, but the time has come, they feel, to write another few pages in this club's storied history. The oldest club in Iraq, 12 times national champions, 6 times they have won the Iraqi FA Cup. Not so long ago, actually, the last one in 2023. But they know they cannot live off their history. Al-Taawoun, not quite perfect, but almost so far. The only stumble for them came in the first meeting, as Air Force went to Saudi Arabia and pulled off what might be seen as their best result of the entire season so far, when they won in Buraidah on match day 2. But can they live up to that now? A little bit too inconsistent perhaps along the way overall. They started here with a home win over Al-Taawoun as they return to this competition for the first time since 2018, and by an odd quirk of the schedule, the kind of thing that happens in football, fascination of it on one level, I guess. The first fixture of this era for the club came against the team they beat in the final in 2018. They negotiated that well enough. Terrific win in Saudi Arabia on match day 2 over today's opposition. Looked set fair for them to go on and dominate the group at that stage, but it has not worked out that way. Back-to-back defeats by Al-Taawoun, home and away. The away defeat particularly hurtful, a 4-1 reverse, and it really was time to show their very best against Al-Taawoun in the return fixture, which they negotiated. A tricky-looking trip, though it may have been, to Turkmenistan, but they won it by 2-0 to give them hope today. But they need to pick up from where they left off there. Al-Taawoun overall, free scoring and full of confidence. Excellent away win on match day 1 for them at Al-Taawoun. They could afford to wear the defeat at home to Air Force. Picked up with back-to-back victories over Al-Taawoun, home and then away. A handsome victory away by 4-0, and then they held their nerve extremely impressively against Al-Taawoun on match day 5 to edge them out and establish themselves at the top of this Group B. So everybody's got a taste for the competition at this stage, of course, but not everybody will be featuring in the knockout stages. Incidentally, the draw is scheduled for December the 12th. Potentially, of course, both of these two will be in it, but we shall see. We'll be seeding the group winners. That's so important. Playing their opposition from the run-up position in one of the groups. And the group winners will play their round of 16, second leg at home, always seen as such as an advantage. But can Air Force make the advantage at home today into something substantial? Air Force made 4 changes after the back-to-back defeats midway through the group against Al-Qadiyah. That did the trick on match day 5 as they won in Turkmenistan. The goalkeeper position has been changing hands repeatedly so far, but Ali Abadi is retained after returning to a winning side against Al-Taawoun. He kept a clean sheet as well. Just the single change today. Mustafa Sadoun is in. Ahmad Boriev and Sikitsots are the supporter assistants respectively for our match referee. Al-Taawoun with 3 changes to the side, which pulled clear at the top with the win over Al-Qadiyah on match day 5. Muteb Al-Mufarish, Rene Rivas and Mateus, the Brazilian, coming in for Wahid Al-Ahmad, Sultan Mandash and Saad Al-Nasser, who's not involved today. Key man perhaps for the visitors, Moussa Barrow, who has shown the way right from the start. 2 goals from him on match day 1, and here he is. The win at Al-Qadiyah set them on their way. Barrow with 4 in total, in a side which has scored 12 over the 5 games so far, and that does give them a little bit of leeway at the top. And also they have Sultan Mandash, who's contributed 3 so far, including the decider at home to Al-Qadiyah on match day 5. A very useful backup indeed. So the preliminaries are almost dispensed with. Splendid arena. Newly opened in 2019 in the northeast of the city. Bound to be nerves today as we wait for the kickoff. Zoro Kabarov, the match referee from Tajikistan. So, the last round of games in Group B. As Air Force here in Baghdad meet Al-Taawoun. Elsewhere, Al-Qadiyah meeting Altin Asir. Al-Taawoun not in a comfortable lead, but it could well be enough. Certainly a point what they require. Al-Qadiyah And Air Force have it between them as they both start on 9 points apiece. And here's the number 9, striding forward purposefully. He's a real handful. Abdel Fattah Adam linking up with Mateus. Mateus is a bag of tricks. All back in today. Plenty for the home coach to think about once he'd seen that team sheet, I think. Uzam Razik. With the changes today by Al-Taawoun. Finally, it appears as though Air Force have settled on a more settled side. It's not been easy in that respect this season. Big moment in the career of Rodolfo Araboina, the new coach at Al-Taawoun this season. And he's stepped into some big shoes there. Pericles Chamusca, the Brazilian, did a brilliant job over the last couple of seasons. Hardly a fashionable outfit in Saudi Arabia, Al-Taawoun, compared to the might and the wealth of all the top teams, but they have more than punched their weight in recent years. Mufarish gets a touch on his return to the starting lineup. Lavio took no risks in possession. Nice little switch in the play, and a well-rehearsed move that. A little bit of difficulty for Walid Fatlah, trying to adjust there. Mustafa Walid Fatlah, and a very confident beginning by the team which has arrived here on top of this Group B. Al-Taawoun. Ali Abadi keeping his goalkeeper's position today for the home side. Barrow. He came second time. Rajan. Handful of shirt there by Rivas, which he appears to have gotten away with. And very well claimed when it came in by Milson, the Brazilian goalkeeper for the visitors. A lot resting on the shoulders up front today of Ala Abbas. He couldn't get near that cross. Adam got to it but couldn't keep it. It's all a little bit untidy. Ruslan Handoun gave the ball away first time. Had to recover, Ruslan Handoun. And he's one of the most reliable senior players, if you like. Certainly signs in these first few minutes that Air Force understand the gravity of their position. They've got to prevent it from becoming a stranglehold on this performance today. It's very tentative early on from the home side. Here's Giroto, from Nantes, centre-back, but part of a very strong Brazilian contingent at Al-Taawoun, as you've probably gathered by now. Had a great spell at Nantes, actually, including their runs to the French Cup final, and of course it's one yellow jersey for another in moving to play in Saudi Arabia. Largely a very consistent outfit in the Saudi Pro League and at the right end of the table in recent years, as of course evinced by their qualification for this tournament. Al-Taawoun. This is the problem today, I think. Mustafa Sadr there, just trying to force the issue. Understandably, the sense of urgency given their plight. Mufarish in no particular problem there. But trying a bit too hard to make things happen early on, it would appear. And again, a giveaway on the edge of the box. Mateus might have hit that himself, I think, on that left foot. Gave it to the main marksman, Barrow. No way through for him. It's an excellent recovery, that by Mateus. Looking sharp in the tackle here, Al-Taawoun. But it has worked out to Al-Abbas, who's had some good moments in the first phase of this tournament this season. Good bit of recovery play by Al-Taawoun, but they overdid it. And he is a real handful. Al-Abbas did the hardest thing, winning the ball back there. But again, perhaps trying to force it a bit too much, too early, having the shot from that angle. Trying to close Ali Abadi down. Same on repeat, really. Not very constructive from Air Force in these opening moments. Looked a determined challenge from Mustafa Sadr. And this is almost the moment of opportunity here. Al-Salouli was very grateful that they didn't make the most out of that. The Al-Taawoun centre-back. Adam is down. Worth another look, perhaps. Not that Al-Salouli would want to watch it again. He really got away with that. And Abbas, we know he's a goal scorer, but from that angle it was always bound to be difficult. Miles and the referee, on the goalkeeper, only had to pick the ball up. He might have been called upon to do a great deal more than that, as the referee allowed it to go on, quite rightly, I will add. Girotto. Al-Madiwi. So Mateus to run. Mateus has got it back. It's actually gone against Mateus there. They are living quite dangerously at the moment. Air Force in these early exchanges. Mustafa Walid Fatla. That could really have gone wrong, couldn't it? It doesn't look the easiest side of the pitch to try a little trick like that as a left back. The surface is not very secure underfoot. Maybe a lesson will be absorbed, but it's a slightly disjointed start on Wassam Rizik's side. Rizik, the home coach, in his first role outside of his native Qatar, succeeding Rasak Farhan. Russian's ball out. Didn't get very far. Flavio. On to Al-Mufarij. At the other side to Barrow, who loves to come in from that left side. Nicely worked inside it is to Mateus, who came in from the other flank. Look at a well-ordered outfit here, Al-Taawoun, as we have seen over the last couple of years in the Saudi Pro League. Good structure, playing to their strengths. Good discipline. Bar that one moment when the ball eluded this chap, absolutely, but there's another one. And Al-Mufarij able to recover this time, and back it goes if in doubt to Mailson, the visiting goalkeeper today. Girotto. Mateus in the starting lineup for Al Nassr today, who's not involved. And a bit of space for Flavio. Mateus again with Flavio. Azad needed 2 goes, needs to keep it here. No way out really for Air Force, but they do get a free kick, and they might well do with just composing themselves a little bit here. Rivas very combative. A lot, as I've said, a lot of Brazilians for Al-Taawoun, but he really is carving out a path for his nation. René Rivas. Played in Venezuela for Caracas. Azad. Some very stylish players and a real potent front edge to this Al-Taawoun side, but Fajr's a little bit of an unsung hero in the middle of the field, I think. Marcel Fajr, one of the new signings for this season. Now a moment of opportunity. Decent hit. Goalkeeper got everything behind it. Hit on Azad from the edge of the box. And unfortunately for Air Force, it's straight at the goalkeeper. But it's the first time they've given Al-Taawoun a little bit of a problem. Sat up to be hit, and it was hit. Al-Abbas with the layoff this time. If that's slicing away into the top corner, that is bound to be a difficult one for the goalkeeper, but it was straight at Mailson. First strike on target either way, and that might encourage Air Force. Fajr. Saluli. Girotto. Flavio on the move. That's fair enough, isn't it? Right. Gerald Quilota. What an experience for Quilota. Not so long ago playing at Sarah in Belgium, and I mean no disrespect when I would say to you that there would be little or no hope of him playing in the UEFA version of the Champions League. Abadi. Switch to the right by Hamoud Mashan. Starting to move the ball with a little bit more authority, Air Force. Even though they missed a chance for Hiran Azad, it might prove to be a little bit of a settler, I think. If in doubt today, they should surely point to the way they went and got the victory away from home against Al-Taawoun. Admittedly, they were the side very much detached from the argument to qualify, but they still had to go there and win it. It looked a tough assignment. They got it done. Ahmad got the clincher. Adam just got the ball stuck under his feet for half a second there. Fajr. You might be able to hear the bravo, bravo, bravo from Rodolfo Al-Taawoun, their Argentine coach. He just wants them to keep their composure and keep the ball and dictate the tempo here today. That's what they're doing right now. Al-Taawoun. Girato. Absolutely. To Andre Girato. Rusted by Nielsen. Misheaded by Hamoud Mashan. Adam. To Barrow. Just like when he was in Italy. Moussa Barrow doing his best work off that flank. But he's got a real good partner up there in this fella, Abdul Fattah Adam, and he's won a free kick. Happy to take the knocks, as we've seen a couple of times today already. So Fahadi into the back of him. They don't match when you're going to go through, I don't think, to the round of 16. Already laughing it off. Hurts a lot more if it's not going your way. Mateos to take the free kick, if it is to be the left footer. Girato can be a real handful for an opposing defence. Actually, Mateos stepped over it. Flavio. No frills from him. Absolutely. Sad. Abdelamir. Al-Taawoun throw. Managed a couple of the most famous names in South American football. Rodolfo Al-Taawoun, much earlier in his career, I should add. Internacional and Boca Juniors. Fouled by Mateos. On the shoulder's one thing, but he did seem to make a little bit of contact slightly higher. The side of the head of Ruslan Haroun, and in fairness, he hasn't made a lot out of that. Just the free kick. Mateos has really started like he wants to make his mark on this game, and with obvious reason. He's only started 3 times in the league so far this season for Al-Taawoun. This is his first start in the group phase of the AFC Champions League 2. Given away. And Ali Abadi is quite relieved about that. There might have been something on a plate there for Al-Taawoun. The body language tells the story, really. He slipped there. Goalkeeper. He gets it back. Perhaps worried about the hamstring, rolling it out to the side. Not clear whether he's trying to put that out of play or not. But in a great deal of discomfort, and it does look like there is a problem with Ali Abadi. It's all very well him getting to the feet, but can he kick the ball properly? Can he make a dash off the line? And there have been a few too many goalkeeping problems for Air Force already this season. I mentioned that they've swapped between the two goalkeepers throughout the group stages. So this is going to be an important moment. He's going to try and kick it long. Out of his hands this time. He just about made halfway. I think we saw a little bit of strapping on the hamstring anyway, as though he's already carrying a problem. Goalkeeper might need a little bit more protection, one way or the other. Air Force force a free kick. Conceded by Al-Mufarij. Abbas on the floor. They're exuberant at the start, but not so now. Look at the drama. He's feeling a bit sorry for himself in particular there. Might need somebody to get him going a little bit. They're not seeing a lot from their team, I'm afraid, so far. Long way to go, of course. They have had the one shot of consequence on the target in this game. But Al-Taawoun so far managing their way through this. That's the great thing about the game we love. One goal can change everybody's perspective. Al-Saloli. Making pass was quite a long way off the money for Flavio. So surely he's not going to try and kick it long. No, there's no doubt that he will not be doing that anymore. Hamid Mashan has come to help out. Mohammed, incidentally, is included today as a backup. Ball under the sole of the foot of Mustafa Walid Fatla. Had to recover quickly. His throw. One or two appeals for a free kick there. They'll definitely get that one, Al-Taawoun. And it's a little bit closer than the first one, which may have been a handball. Fajr's now gone down. Fajr, side from Al-Waida. Has played for Morocco, I remember, a few years ago, and played widely around Europe, France and Spain, then to Turkey. It's the kind of transfer which underlines the disparity between where Al-Taawoun are as a club compared to the clubs right at the top in Saudi Arabian football. And I mean it as a compliment that they've actually been competitive for most of the last few seasons in that way, finishing 4th last season, 5th the season before. These are mighty achievements. They've won the cup. They've been in a cup final in recent years as well. So Mateus left the last free kick. Fancies his luck this time. Little bouncer in front of the goalkeeper. Ibadi didn't take any risks with it. Flavio, from that angle, was going to find it difficult. Have to watch this very carefully. Got a top spin on that. Did well enough, the goalkeeper. So nearly 70% in terms of possession for the visitors. And they're good at keeping the ball. That's given away again by Air Force. Let's see what they can construct second time. Palermo got them on the move. Iran Azad trying to force his way through almost single-handedly there, and it's gone off the top of their head. Out of play, Mustafa Sadoun. I don't think many of these Air Force players at the moment can honestly claim to be right on top of their game. It may not matter in the end, of course. One chance, one goal, it could all work out perfectly. There's a lot of endeavour, but there's also a lot of anxiety. Galota. This time it's out of Saad Abdulamir. Away from Adam. Did well to get to that. Launched by Milson. Seen quite a lot of that in this game today. One or two stray arms. There's little or no intent in that, surely, from Ruslan Hanoun. He's entitled to jump for the ball. The arm is out. There's no real motion that he's swinging the elbow in the direction of the opponent, but it is fairly uncomfortable when you do connect. In fairness to Rivas. Of course, it's being scrutinised now by Buena's backroom staff. And there's a little bit of back and forth we're picking up on our pitch-side microphones. I think I heard the comment, why is there no yellow card? In fact, there is to be a yellow card. On reflection, Ruslan Hanoun. He says, I'm putting my arm out. What else am I meant to do? It's an old argument, of course. I guess the counter-argument is, nowadays, you are expected to pay a little bit more attention to the welfare of your opponent. risky, if not malicious. The evening shadows gathering in Baghdad. Northeast of the city, this stadium is situated. Going to have something to show off on their way home from the look of it. Rivas, so far so good though. They are heading in the direction overall in this tournament they want to be in. Al-Taawoun. On yellow, and here come the yellow jerseys. Fist wide of the post from Barrow as he came in from that flank. Been in very good goal-scoring form in the tournament so far this season. And again, you may have seen there, he starts his run right from the point where the free kick was taken. Almost as though his job is to just attack the space on the edge and pick up the ball as it bounces off a defender. It worked out almost perfectly there. Nudge by Girotto, that's not seen as a free kick, although Abbas would very much like the free kick. Hazard. Now it's Fajr who's down. Maybe people checking on the situation in the other game, but it's all on Al-Taawoun to do their own business here. They arrive with a very clear picture of what they needed. Doesn't matter really, if they're doing their job, what happens in the other fixture between Al-Khaldia and Al-Tinasir. Seems a little perplexed, Ruslan Hanoun. It's not going his way, it's not going their way, it's not going the way of our hosts overall so far. Not able to impose themselves enough on Al-Taawoun. He doesn't appear to be moving very freely at all, does he? Fajr. That might be it for him, I'm afraid. It is it for today anyway. Sultan Farhan has been told to get ready quickly. Al-Taawoun have to sit in, down to 10 men for the moment. Ali Fatah. Safa Hadi. Azad. Shut down quickly by Mateus. And the changes now made. Sultan Farhan played a lot of first-team games at Al Rayed and quite a few at Al Ittihad last season. But that was a move that really didn't work out for him. To get it all going again. The real problem, I mentioned all his experience, but not a great deal at this level. He's never actually started a game in the AFC Champions League, either the elite or the second competition. Mashan. Last off Mateus. Dug into his path by Adam. It's a shade short. Scurry to get there, and they have to pull back the home side, but not for long enough. Not been able to construct enough so far today. Saluni with the header. Flash gives the free kick away. Amir. Al-Mufarish out of the middle. Bashar Hassan has it again here. That's something a little bit different, a little bit of invention, but no reward for that either. It's a goal kick, much to the displeasure of Mustafa Sardoun, who's come into the side today and really not made much headway or impact down that side, I'm afraid. So far, anyway. Breaks kindly for Hiran Azad. Tied it up by Flavio, who did well. on the clock, just under 5 minutes to play. There should be a fairly substantial amount of stoppage time at the end of this first half, I suspect. High time that Air Force really started to put Al-Taawoun under some sustained pressure. Barrow can't collect that one. Referee thought long and hard about it, but it is going to be a free kick. Just a bit of trickery from Hiran Azad. They're very quick to close him down. They've obviously watched him, done the homework on him, and they recognise Al-Taawoun that he does like to run with the ball. No way through for Kilota. This time, Safa Hadi does get the decision against Muta Al-Mufarij. And here he is again. Cross was on there, but it didn't come. And in the end, he's conceded a free kick, and another moment, potential opportunity, has gone a-begging. I think it's a frustrating watch from whichever position in the Al Madinah International Stadium at the moment for the home side. This is a very big week, actually, for Air Force. The importance of this one speaks for itself in the Champions League. Next up in the Iraqi League, a game which may well decide whether they can now force their way into the title race, which they're used to doing, of course, over recent seasons, but they're currently only 10th. Just 4 points behind second place Naft. And they play them at the weekend, and they do have 3 league games in hand because of their Champions League commitments. So all is not lost on that score either. But Al-Taawoun now have a free kick here. He's had a strike from near side as we look. Leaves this one alone. Oh, it's nicely threaded through. Wilson had gone. Dewey, who's offside. A little bit more work required on that set piece, but something in it perhaps for the future. Mashan. Fahadi. At the moment, no recurrence of that hamstring issue for the goalkeeper. It eludes Hiran Azad. Azad. Better. Looking for the movement. That's not bad either. And Girotto just got to it. They've held a very strong back line in this first half, Al-Taawoun, but they were opened up there. Maxim not on that far side. Maximum force, maximum determination. Maybe just a little bit of composure again needed, and Ruslan Hanoun does need to be careful. On a yellow card. This was a more promising moment. Switch in play. Taawoun got to it, but couldn't make much more of it. Azad. Wants to get on with it, and does do so. Rolled up to Azad. He's turned well. This is a little brighter by Air Force. They want to stop the cross from coming in, Al-Taawoun. Now, how well can they break out with Al-Mahdoui? Up to Adam. And Adam gets a free kick. Mateus. Adam working hard. Machan kept him out. Girotto. Making up for his own error there, Girotto, by conceding the foul on Azad. Wasn't going to let him past him, was he? Machan. Fatla. Girotto's header. Oh, forceful indeed, and frustration really bubbling over for Ruslan Hanoun at the moment. Needs to get on with it. That one is a foul by Barrow, but there's no time for any more. Rather sums up the state of matters in this all-important matchday 6 feature. Air Force have been not at their best on a day when victory is the ultimate target, of course, and victory surely enough to see them through. It's just not happening at the moment, I'm afraid. Al-Taawoun have been disciplined. They've had a couple of moments of concern, and the concern over the injury status of the home goalkeeper as well, and not enough happening at the top end of the field, I'm afraid, for Air Force. It's Air Force 0, Al-Taawoun 0 at half-time in Baghdad.
ابقى نفس مكانك بس تعال هنا.
Welcome back, everybody. We're underway in the second half here in Baghdad. Air Force need to force a breakthrough. They need the victory to keep hope strong in this matchday 6 affair in Group B of the AFC Champions League 2. It's 0-0. Al-Taawoun have got a little bit more breathing space. A point will see them through without a problem. And they have certainly been the more relaxed side in their approach. It's been a nervy, anxiety-ridden performance, I'm afraid, from Air Force. Understandable in so many ways. And they do have time to just add a little measure of precision into their work. Working hard there was Al-Madioui. Absolutely. Mateus forging his path down the right today for Al-Taawoun, one of the 3 changes to the starting lineup from Rodolfo Ararboina. Rizik largely stuck with what got them this far in terms of the result on match day 5. They win away to Al-Tinassir by 2-0. Just the one change for the home side, the introduction of Mustafa Sadoun. Al-Taawoun have the first corner, and it is Mateus to take it, and here it comes. Out it goes to where it started. Zaha Hadi working hard just to repel Mateus for the moment. And the ongoing concern over the welfare of Ali Ibadi, the goalkeeper today. He was down and requiring treatment. It did appear like a hamstring problem. His ability to kick the ball is impaired. But they are very short. In total, only 6 players on their bench today. Air Force whipped in near post again. Oh, it's gone through. They celebrate. Al-Taawoun moving clear on the top. Girotto went for it. Mateus whipped it into the near post. They all ran to him to celebrate. And in that goal mouth, Allah Abbas had the chance to clear it and he couldn't do it. Has Girotto struck again from a corner? He's claiming it, I think. All through his career, he's made a habit of it. Drilled in low. Oh, yes, he did stick a leg at it. Al-Abbas was the defender and he couldn't block it off Girotto, and in it went, squeezing past the goalkeeper, Ali Ibadi. The task has become even harder for Air Force. One or two very famous goals for Girotto when he was at Nantes in France. That's an important one for his club here. Fahan stretched out to try to win it, but it is at the expense of a free kick. Air Force need to find some forceful play up front, there's no doubt of that. But where it's all going, goalkeeper's waiting for that one. All alone, Mailson. Barrow. One back by Safa Hadi. This time it's a foul on Farhan. The follow through from Quilota more than anything. Smart bit of play that by Girotto, just squeezing in front of his marker. And that little separation between himself and Al-Abbas is all the invitation he needs. It's whipped in quite wickedly from Mateus into the near post. But a set play pays off for Al-Taawoun. And here they come again. Oh dear. Well, Adam, cannot have been Adam offside. He was trying to force his way through. Almost the case there of after you as the play builds up here for Al-Taawoun. But they're moving with confidence now. And here's Barrow, who's been their main marksman, this European, former European starlet in the making. Particularly in Serie A with Bologna, playing his part. Mateus went over, and he now is clutching a hamstring as the game goes on. A little untidy. Air Force need to drive on, and quickly. They've got a lot to do. Rassan with a very tame cross indeed, all to the liking of Mailson. That was Mateus going over. The defender was Hamoud Mashan. It's quite a theme of the game today, actually. These hamstring issues for a lot of these players. The pitch does appear to be quite yielding underfoot. He was very sure-footed when his moment came. Girotto in the opposition penalty box just flicked out that left leg, got enough of a contact on it, but knew what he was trying to do. That's because he's made such a habit of it in his career. Al-Mufarish, player down. One more game on the league front for Al-Taawoun to negotiate before they get their mid-season break. They're to Al-Ahli in the Saudi Pro League. When they return from this game, if they do win it, they will reel Al-Ahli in and they'll be back into the top 6. That's the shoulder of Adam, all the way through to Ebadi. Hassan. Brief spell just before half-time when they did start to open up. Al-Taawoun in the middle of the field. But it hasn't been very penetrative at all today. I'm afraid, so far, for Air Force. Nothing doing for Eden Hazard. Ibrahim Al-Suhail is coming on. And they're just not prepared to risk what Al-Mufarij any further, quite clearly. So Al-Taawoun, with their second injury and forced change today already. Home fans are looking for a hero, looking for somebody to make something happen in this game before all is lost. It's a very good ball up to the front. Barrow helped it on. It's a nice switch. Mateus looking for a flourish in front of goal now. The visitors, it may come now with Adam. Oh, it's timed away superbly by Badi. What an important save. That might have put it beyond the reach completely, but the goalkeeper's hand reached out and kept Air Force's slim hopes alive there. And just for a moment, that defence was opened up, but only for a moment. It's been hard to get the other side of those defenders today. Much more threatening the other way, and it's Barrow this time. Moussa Barrow. That was a comfortable save, but the defender did a good job to help the goalkeeper out there. They may feel they owe the goalkeeper after the previous save. That one there was a very sharp stop. Sadoun. Abdulhamir. Was Hassan. Abdulhamir. Past Giroto. First time at least. Giroto was there. Second time. Sign of confidence, perhaps, maybe even overconfidence from that range from Barrow, but a very nice combination with Adam again. They do read each other well, and now Barrow turns to him and says, thank you very much for the pass. I probably should have done better with that. That's very easy for Flavio to win it back. The fire just isn't there at the moment for Air Force. Now Madawi. Farhan. Madawi. Laid off by Adam. To Mateus. Dominating the ball, dominating in terms of the group at the moment. Al-Taawoun. Nishan had to play it in the end. Hadi. Laid off by Azan, but it's backwards and sideways in the main, and when they try to come forward, they need a lot more to happen in these areas, but it's either offside or the ball is given away. Bounced off Abbas to nobody in particular there. And the puzzle remains, how do we break Al-Taawoun down? Well, they're giving away off the arm from the look of that. Just a couple of very straightforward saves all day long for Maelson. So far in goal for Al-Taawoun. That's a free kick for the visitors. Against Mustafa Saradoun. Mateus lining it up. It's wide. Certainly a tempting ball in. And they've learned the hard way already today, Air Force, about the potency of Giroto in the opposition box. Came off worse this time. Still, the home side are looking for somebody to provide some inspiration, some real belief that they can do the job today. The job has been done by Giroto earlier in this second half. Al-Taawoun on their way at the moment to another 3 points, which would make it 5 wins in 6 in total. Eventually, the ball is given back, which is the reason that the Al-Taawoun players were appealing. Just does appear as though the stuffing has been knocked out of Air Force by those back-to-back defeats against Al-Qadiyah. Here, beaten 2-1 and well beaten in Bahrain by 4 goals to 1. All that after a little bit of a headline-grabbing victory to really put them in the hunt when they went to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and won against Al-Taawoun. But this is a pale shadow of that level of performance, that level of achievement. Not looked today as though they're a side that believe that they can do it again. Given away by Ruslan Haroun, who's had a fairly unhappy day of it. Or evening, as I should properly say now, in Baghdad. Al-Taawoun did well. Al-Suhail's coming down the left. Since the second of those two injury and forced changes, the departure of Mufarish. There was a little deflection on that. Without it, I think it must have been going well wide from Barrow, but it didn't do enough to trouble the goalkeeper. But they are still looking the more lively side in the forward areas. They're still looking the side who believe that they can score goals, and they have been scoring goals throughout this group phase. Through once more to Mailson. Three winners on match day one. Away to Al-Khaldia. That set the tone for Al-Taawoun in this group. But the reverse at home to Air Force behind them immediately. Beating Al-Taawoun at home, and a really fine victory on the road, 4-0. Then 2-1 at home to Al-Khaldia to pull clear, and there's no sign of them giving back the advantage. Hanoun. Hassan. Nothing doing, only more frustration. Frustration in danger of boiling over from the look of it. Searching for something different, searching for it urgently at the moment. The home side, Mohamed Sami Salah, is going to come on. Oh, that almost ran free for Adam. Next best is a corner for Al-Taawoun. So the change is now made. A new signing from Nuroz. The experiment of starting with Mustafa Sadoun has not worked, I'm afraid. Not for him and not for his team. He's withdrawn. Another teaser into that near post area. This time it was Flavio who was there first. Slightly better job done by Ala Abbas. It's a thankful role, or it can be, guarding that near post. Fingers always pointed when it goes wrong. They keep on trying it. Al-Taawoun, and why not? Because every one of these is a menacing delivery by Mateos. That's not how he dreamed of starting today. Mohamed Sami Saleh. He has started twice this season in the AFC Champions League Two. Home win over Al-Taawoun, and the heavy defeat away to Al-Khaldia. Musa Barrow is going to take the free kick. Barrow going for goal unquestionably there. Sami turned it round the corner, went for the return. Air Force get the free kick, but they need to get on with it. Taken by Hiran Azad. Really getting very little going in the air up front today, Air Force. Despite the club's name, founded in 1931. Obvious connection with the air services. Airmen and aircraft servicemen put together a club. Little did they know what they were starting at that time, one of the most successful clubs in the intervening decades. And Azad floated in the air, but too much there for Al-Abbas. And again, he's been completely denied any time the ball has been up in the air. On we go. It's switched in the air out to the far side. Decent first step, but the cross when it comes in, easy pickings for Mailson. That's been the way of it all day. Safahadi. Not many options up front there. All too easy for Al-Taawoun to shut them down. They're not just squeezing hope dry in this game. The way it's going at the moment, they're squeezing hope dry for Air Force to qualify. Ahmadoui. Up by Abdul Fattah Adam. Shirotto. Now a bit of space at least, but can they use it, Air Force? That gives Al-Taawoun the chance to regroup. In it comes, better ball, excellent stop by Mailson. Abbas, for the first time, gets a header on target. The one player who's been crying out for service like that gets it at last, gets away from his man. The header is a decent one. Save, a very competent one indeed. Sami. This time it was beyond the centre forward. Appeals from some of the Air Force players there. Flavio doing his best to look nonchalant about it, and with every good reason. very easy indeed for Flavio. Girato. Nicely struck. Suhail did well to get to it. And almost to get to his feet. The moment has come and gone, but there may be more. Saad Abdelamir trying to force things. Trying to give the supporters some hope. Azad. Safa Hadi. Sami. Excellent challenge on him by Al Madiwi. That's a bit of a gift. They need to take advantage of it. Air Force. No way through. Eden Hazard unable to turn. Walid Atta crossing. Al-Saluli was there. It was about this stage of the first half where Air Force did start to build a little bit of pressure. Need to do the same again now, with a vengeance. Sami. That just does the job for the visitors, doesn't it? Won't mind taking one there, I don't think. Pretty naughty challenge that over the top of the ball from that angle. From Walid Fatlah. It's yellow. So 3-1 for Al-Taawoun now. It looks like another change coming for Air Force. Number 11, João Pedro, the player who's been in the goals in this tournament this season. Number 14 is Fahad Jumeirah. And the third player coming on, Hatan Babri. Mateus back in the first team picture today, didn't let anybody down. So Costa and Barrow, the other players who go off. And withdrawn now, Baslar Hassan, to allow for Mohamed Qassem to come on for the home side. Who are nearly all out of options, I'm afraid, today. Babri to João Pedro. Nice build-up play immediately from two of the fresh players. Whipped out to the third fresh player, Fahad Jumaya. Excellent stuff. João Pedro trying the fancy finish. It very nearly came off. That would have sealed the deal. Absolutely. João Pedro may not have the mobility of Abdel Fattah Adam or of Moussa Barrow, but as a craftsman, he served his time in full. 11 league goals last season. Many seasons in his long career, he's been in and around the 20 mark. One chance, that's all we've really had to show for all our forces' efforts today. However, it is still only 1-0. Nelson again chose it to perfection. Didn't matter, at least one attacker offside. Lotta. Fatla. Just can't even get across the halfway line. Ball given away to Al-Taawoun. Ibrahima Al-Suhail. João Pedro screaming for all he's worth, but he didn't get it. Here's Sami. by Sami again. Nice ball, but too much on it. Ultimately for Abbas. Looked inviting. He's had a very frustrating day, one way and another. Ruslan Hanoun. Seldom has he seen eye to eye with the referee. João Pedro, for all he was worth, thought that was a free kick. Rashad saw it differently. Yusuf Fozzi is coming on. To the top of the net. I think the goalkeeper had it covered. Keeps the crowd interested anyway. Case of nothing ventured, nothing gained. Has to be good to beat a goalkeeper of the quality of Mailson from that range. As we've seen throughout, there's a lot of frustration from Air Force's point of view. Be very helpful if they do keep their cool. I say again, the scoreline is only 1-0, as little as they have offered in the forward areas today. Lovely little bit of build-up play. Doesn't come to anything for Al-Taawoun, but the clock is more important than anything now, I reckon. Hassan Babri almost clear, but not quite. But Al-Taawoun are very nearly over the line with a 5th win in the group. Stoppage time is all that separates them now. Whatever they've got, Air Force have got to sling it in there now. Get the blue shirts in there. They'll try to force an error, but it's just not happening. There are 6 minutes additional minimum. Sami. Now it's the turn of the home fans to vent their frustration. It's been building. The lights at the moment are going out on this AFC Champions League campaign, I'm afraid, for Air Force. João Pedro allowed to go on, which he does. And again, he's not going to get his desired outcome. It's no free kick once more. Referee been very steady. Not falling for many of the theatrics from both sets of players today. I think it was said at about this stage in the first half, Air Force are looking for a hero to change the story, not just in this game, but in the group overall. Still, the wait goes on. Waiting time is nearly up. Nothing doing with the free kick. Al-Taawoun are defending like they believe they can defend a 1-0 lead all night long. Anything going the other way is a bit of a bonus now. João Pedro picked out a decent pass. Hatan comes onto it, tried to give it back to João Pedro. Oh, and it almost dropped for Farhan on the edge of the box. They can't clear it, Air Force. Still can't clear it. João Pedro again. Doesn't reach it. But it just rolled all the way through for Al-Taawoun to relaunch the attack. By the waiting Al-Madioui. Here he is again. He's really taken over control in that centre circle as the midfield player the longer this game has gone on. And especially since Farja went off. João Pedro, he is quite determined to get himself on the score sheet. That whistle's by the post. João Pedro lays it off this time. Hatan Babri. Couple of step overs. They get themselves a corner of Hamoud Mashab. And Mashab turns to his teammates and looks to try to lift them, looks to try to rally them, but it all looks way too late. They think it's too late. Corners from the left have been a real problem today. What about from the other side? That wasn't bad either, was it? Different route to the back post. And a very inviting one it was for Al-Sulali, who's very good in the air, incidentally, much like Girotto. That is Girotto, and that is Al-Suhail again. Kilota. Fozzy. Saluli. Relishing the defending. Look at the way they celebrate that. Full of belief that they can keep Air Force out, which they've done until very nearly the last few seconds of this game. And moreover, relishing in a clean sheet, which is about to be their reward, that back line, unless Air Force can produce something now. All the way around the perimeter of this defence, but no cracks showing for Sami. In the end, he gets a free kick. Foul by Hatan. That would have ended the argument. On his head. One-headed chance the other way, which came and went for Ala Abbas. A draw would at least mean honour on match day 6 for Air Force, if not any more than that. We don't know yet. That is overhit. He might have let it run out, Mailson, but they may well have run out of time anyway now. Air Force. Hopes were high for Air Force after a fine away win over Al-Taawoun this season. But on match day 6, it was Al-Taawoun who had their measure, and comfortably so. Giroto's goal from a set piece. A home team which seldom threatened going the other way, and in a game where they needed to win, they hardly had a single attempt on the target, I'm afraid. And Al-Taawoun end the group very assuredly the best team in it. 5 wins out of 6 for Al-Taawoun, and Air Force, who came today, their fans looking for a victory, are going home defeated, and they wait to find out their fate in terms of their hopes of staying alive in this competition into the round of 16. They've had their chances throughout the group, but 3 defeats probably tell the story of their overall place in the scheme of things. Never able to launch a real period of pressure. Led defensively by Giroto, Al-Taawoun was solid, and when the chance came their way and came Giroto's way, it was taken. So the result in Baghdad, Air Force 0, Al-Taawoun 1.